Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's recipe idea, I am going to be making a super simple and delicious stir fry. So my kids absolutely love Wagamama's. They just think it's like one of the best restaurants you can ever go to. So whenever I make a stir fry at home, they get so excited. And the thing I love about that is you can hide loads of veggies in here. Well, actually, they're not even hidden. They're actually completely visible. But for some reason, my kids just love the veggies when they're inside a stir fry. If I tried to serve them up on a plate, they wouldn't have them. But in a stir fry, they will literally eat anything. Stir fries are so versatile. Today I'm going to show you one with tofu in it, but this tofu can easily be substituted with chicken or prawns or whatever you fancy in a stir fry really. And like I said, you can add so many different veggies as well, but today I'm going to be using carrots and I'm also going to be using some Brussels sprouts too. Okay, so the first thing we want to start off by doing is warming up a heavy based pan. The reason you want to use a heavy based pan, lots of people ask me this question, is because if it's not a heavy based one, then it warms up in different areas at different times, whereas when it's a heavy based pan, it heats up more evenly, which means you don't burn food. So you want to start off by putting about 3 tablespoons of sesame oil into your pan and just let that heat up. I absolutely love sesame seed oil. Like, it just has such flavor and such a great smell to it, and whenever I make a stir fry, this is the oil I use. So once your oil is nice and warm, you just want to pop in your veggies and fry them off, getting all of those yummy sesame oil tastes into your veggies. Already you've got such great colors in your stir fry. So to me, color just means health. So I'm going to pop the lid onto my wok and just let those kind of soften through a bit. While I am letting those soften through, I'm going to start making up my stir fry sauce. So I know you can buy them from the shops, but I always feel like you don't exactly know what is going to be in your sauce. And by making your own, it just cuts out any unnecessary sugars that are going to be in the sauce, which you may get if you buy them from the shops. So I have got this tamarind paste. I'm not really too sure what it smells like, but it's really nice. So I'm going to go in, this is a 130 gram pot, so I'm just going to go in with the whole lot. I am making the stir fry for 4 people, so I'm going to use a full 130 grams of this tamarind paste. To go in with my paste, I'm going to put in 4 cloves of garlic too. I'm also going to put in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You also want to put in 1 teaspoon of this very lazy chili, which I have, or if you want, just 1 chili by itself. And 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Give that all a really nice mix around, combining all of those flavors. Right, once your veggies have softened down a little bit, you want to go in with your tofu. So I am being quite generous with my tofu. I've cut it into kind of little cube shapes. You can have them bigger, smaller, whatever you fancy. Or like I said, if you want to put some chicken or prawns or anything like that in here, then you can do that too. The thing I love about a stir fry is that it just takes literally 10 minutes to make. And when you eat it, you also feel really, really healthy and you feel good about yourself. And I honestly do think you'll be surprised at how many kids do love a stir fry. Right, once your tofu is in and spread around a little bit, you are then ready to go in with your stir fry sauce. Give that all a really good mix around to combine all those delicious flavors and let those sauce juices go into your tofu. I've just bought a natural tofu, so it doesn't actually have a taste to it, which is why it's really important to make a good sauce, because that way the tofu will take on whatever flavors are in your sauce. Pop your lid on again for a few more minutes. While that's cooking a little further, you are then ready to get some more bits ready. So I have got 200 mils of veg stock here. This is just to make my stir fry a little saucier. I don't think there's anything worse than having a dry stir fry. So by adding a little bit of veggie stock as well, it's just going to really kind of moisten up everything in there. You also want to get some peanuts. So I have just got some dry roasted peanuts here and I'm going to pop them in my NutriBullet. If you have a pestle and mortar, you can use that instead. But I'm just going to pop them in my NutriBullet for a really quick blitz up so I can use those to scatter on the top once this is ready. Right, after another couple of moments, you are then ready to add in some of your noodles. I have got some just flat rice noodles here. You can choose whatever noodles you like. You can put egg noodles in here, but I really, really like the rice noodles, and I find that sometimes if I eat other noodles, I get a little bit bloated, so these work really well for our family. I'm using straight to wok noodles, but if you prefer to buy the noodles that you need to just cook in some boiling water to begin with, then you can do. They usually just take about 2 or 3 minutes in boiling water, and then you can add them into your mixture then. It's at this point that I'm going to go in with my 200 mils of vegetable stock. I have also got 1 pack of bean sprouts that I'm going to add into here too, and then I'm going to put the lid on for another couple of moments and let everything reduce down. And then we're ready to serve. So once you've dished up, you just want to add a really nice generous amount of your crushed peanuts on top, followed by some coriander and a wedge of lime. That is so delicious. That's so fresh with the lime. And this is definitely healthy, I'm sure. Enjoy, guys.